Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for the Patriots.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Pats are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws. And here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete here.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Williams, 48 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Flushed out right.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Williams. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On second and very short, Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On first and 10, it's Swift.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Okay, partner,
No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They go play action now. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Patriots 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On play action, Lawrence.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Yeah, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins.
30, 10, 5, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On first down, Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown.